your dressing, oh.
Thank you.
Now I'm wondering saying the Susan. I am wondering saying because guys, you guys are killing it, oh.
You're looking good too. You look amazing.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. I look amazing. Oh my God. Because sometimes I know me person me should be stylist, ne? With designers, no.
Oh, my stylist, the Bakoa has it. Not
oh, brother, no.
Aye. On not put it way together.
But no, such videos, is that?
Aye, oh, yeah, Bibia.
My most are some way in on the brother for. When going back home. I wish someone near Bisa, can you be Bugana? Who was a Kobe? Kobe near Bisa. Uncle Anna, as well. Oh, my can I add a for? I was have for select on the chain mensa and Atanasi. And paying for so Atanasi said, they wouldn't know. Me, Uncle Fred, Uncle CNS, and Mimi. Now, and next so you're all back who free. Telecel Ghana Music Awards, a TGMA, Robert Clark, Wabekaya home. Now, Robert, your name is next week, and I did the biggest awards at Ghana Airbus. And until next week in your mayor, do my bedroom. No, na me producer, ne, Adolfo, you could Dubai. You could Dubai 29th. Oh, work no place, here the Kakai. Men tell you, I'm whom you know. And so what's some of the bedroom? Anita, my home farm was an unknown para. Anita, tell me, I was an unknown para, me poor me rabbit, and I want some Casamity Kaka. But a Juman ran on to me, 1 week, you won't be unfriendly. Before no cry, mother, that room anyone in your chum. And the Quadia home. Into your bed, miss say, however, any opportunity, Naya Robert or Adia, Yendi won't come. At the same time, you're Mr. Drew, any chairmans are Omuna ye award no edema woman. Until you never do come kakra, you are now a bisa quanso, the until mobile and I know so, ye do home come. It is Sabri a baby when you now quaba. And let them have ma, my lucky. Robert,
hello.
You watch it.
Achapa.
Me no share che.
Achapa.
Pa.
Very, very precious.
Pa. Robert, me hear me.
Okay.
Pacho.
Achapa.
Pacho, why? Very, very precious. I am pa. And that the many I just said, Wabahana, yebedi, TGMA ho and Como. Now, Uncle Fred and Como, you open. Mr. Drew, Robert, why? And I question in a Bakama. Bibi, how be a. You have a microphone, no some Ramwana. Namuka Kabi, dear Hamo, and trade Robert no Fanco in the Robert and the Woo.
Baby.
How? Sir,
I'm here for you.
You're here for me. So you answer.
I'm here to. Oh, of course, obviously. Please feel free. Why 100%? Can they? How? I'll listen. Oh, I'm a listening government. Hey, yeah. I'll listen. Yeah. And
a listening PR.
PR.
Point of correct. Listening PR.
Listening. Once we govern the scheme into government.
Mate, when he says so, that we will come along with our questions.
No problem.
Aye. Now, Uncle Fred, before we come to Robert Bedin Komono, many years Nina, we will say, now VGMA, and about TCMA, Telecel. Sorry, TG. Say Telecel, no see woman, Tiana. I also confuse me. TGMA. Okay, if I come free last year, now if I may say this year, so. Into Robert Abedi, you open up. It's an open conversation. Into Pachomomi and Casa.
You never Casa, I ever bought Charterhouse Abaso. If you see in fear, 25 years. Out there, I was for Ghana. Said the Ghana, your opinions is it, I think I be on the bar, there be a controversy about 25 years ago. And you were allowing in the year, Teresa, a cabo Musombe in a. I see a boat, the Pebia Basomon 15 years here, we say near it Hammond. Fred Dark or no more Fred Van Dyke. They were the people I started here. This was Freddie Mason that time name say can't be. Now one person now onion milk of KK case frequency. Honor Yola a no advert near that day. To honor say the idea of Ghana Music Awards no a buyer a start here. Now one of the first recipients being Okakumante a set time in your baby called Asibri Jamna. In your friend Cocono. Me boy, me bonus Sesichi. ena Zamalet no esisa no e de koye yetumi ewini ti na em de say obi am discover no the music talent in my da sebrejam na utumi wini bi and for 25 years omo ba na 2004 no munya problem kakra bi set time no daughter of glory Jesus any VIP for any kushia the set na gospel for utumi wini but that year no the daughter say adwuma pa na mo fi say e se ke come ho it that year no manya na mo fo e ma so be bokot VGM no kra so they had to go to British Council kokoi adwuma die bi ho fra manfo nyina na ho na me ko kan say so we ye adwuma die bi now stakeholders anymore enye ye so ho na me kan board no so after 2015 I was the longest serving board member they say the you know amanzeba ne union down na hope sing ho it be bob a charter house for abaso pa na hima sebe so we organize birthday party kra ama oba o fie we betu about koku kra menye bia nom na for 25 years say the Ghana for the one see charter house for ahro o mo ni adade ngan no 25 years we ka was expecting say can man call a notch higher but me hu sa ifura no from seriously say if you do no pa 7 periods say ke wo baba akra ka bia wonana oh na ka 25 years no activities no say ke call all aspects baby e ko bia but e bia yenko twe adruma no nya ye den ahan e bia ne skasem and I was unfortunately from Vodafone to Telecel no e bia enema bia o ha am sensan ya bia skasem mi nti hodom de chop me de chop kakra nemu na ka 25 years dey na hima for nomination ni nema be mam nyina na se kom jam especially the area of most popular song of the year. Let's go jam because hono inyeska ho amonfo e vote and Telecel to inyeska. So amonfo nko mo nyina all the various nominees e nyam nyina check do nyina be go ho no be 20. People vote and they will get money back. Yeah, but I late. I late. It is easier no the way I'm chatter house here no. Though say your Saturday a o me niema ho. Dem mum say the nan kaka no mbom da do no. I'm far manisa. And then also baby.
Nti yenko Robert we na year no Robert year no ano na. Robert, what we dey mean repeat you. Nti no ade na be kan fa Uncle Fred here, especially last part no. Also want tea dey ni you.
So everybody and where they get the information from. One say as the years go by, as ultimately as I say, a lot of us are becoming interested in a lot of programs. I mean, a while back now, there was no show like this or not in the evening. When that happens, it means that your concentration comes here. And there are many more programs that are ever on internet. So it's not like those days we had few television platforms and radio platforms and just a WTA 1 and 2, and then everybody gets the information. It's happening in different places, but the action is on social media. As a matter of fact, the camp of King Promise, camp of Stoneboy, Conversations, Battle, Twitter, all of these platforms is going on there. So, it depends on where your action is at, because Twitter alone, people are able to get a lot of information. I think so. When it comes to Facebook,
I drew more Twitter.
Oh, you
so also will be. Name what Twitter will be.
Yeah.
And Uncle Fred, we need Twitter.
Hey, my Twitter na too. You are doing a celebration of 25 years. When fan concentrate on Twitter, Tinian paying for no almost 25 years no. It should be balanced. Look, social media no any penny na ko. If you have Facebook, the DFM no Facebook, any ABI of any say TikTok no na that and any part do call. Twitter am for be craft say ko ha sebi and some of the can on and may be brave, but they have chosen to go there. It's not a problem. But over the main area, those days no radio station. It's on the yes, it count. To what you say if you see via social media and to me no so.
I didn't even finish, but the reality is billboards in the year they are outside. The entertainment shows are more discussing the platform. Huge. Over a weekend, sometimes when to me over 50 phone calls, conversations, panels across the country. Very, very interesting. So I'm not. It's not coming to him, Matthias here, but I just want to say, the reality is that the conversations are happening elsewhere. And if it's not coming to him, then maybe I'll have to take interest in ABI areas or OTA, the information from, just so that I can learn and then we can show up to be able to meet him. But maybe I know, say, but anybody who gives you information, as to meet you, intimate Matthias. So that I can add whatever I need to do and then be able to show it up.
Chairman.
Na and Robert were had there. Onwa na ye straighten part in the program. A brand nominations in about. A brand tebako. This year na Ghana for na ni to say. Ne when your nomination had was Amrado. Nti a bar some more pin 12 days window. Say ubia board and end to me and capture no man nominations no. You bet me correct it. I mean ti your na mode new flyers e ba bim. Ti that week no you di hon komo. E ma me kra me catch na him say ubia ohun the din of flyer no so no man jubilate answer. Onto the boys because bia flyer no new artwork beba. And I say bia you best say na say be maintain old you. Sorry nana.
Medical patrol that and where they came for
what I know.
Sorry.
Inti Rob, you wa na mo de buy say no. Mpanifo asa akotranse. Na mo consider Amrado. Say most popular song of the year no. Mo de na be ka ba song kro na ye nto o mo so aba no. Mo de na ka ho. Na the artist of the year. I want to imagine say maybe say wadwen kire. Say who check the category definition for the overall artist of the year. According to more definitions, is the artists are judged by the board and academy as the artist with the audience highest appeal under the year under review.
Popularity and audience
Popularity
appeal.
and audience appeal.
Yes.
Good.
In the year under review, yes.
But after 2023-24, Krom hapa mem ha ayeti. If you dokochwa ekopim miami krom be mesukuma. Say oka one of the artists are or popularity audience appeal per definition na mode to. I think that the young man Amrado actually qualifies in that category.
Okay.
About saying na mutra say amuye review no. Mutumi consider no for most popular song of the year. Name of artist of the year no went to many nomination. Is there any explanation to that effect?
Oh yes, please, there is.
Yanko.
First of all, we'll start and we'll say Amrado Anya nominations. I'm sure so what you're trying to say is he didn't get a nomination for a particular category and now
It's happened.
I want to just correct that.
Nye dia me me hwehwe de o man Ghana hwehwe.
Well, but he got other nominations just so that we are clear on that.
Yeah.
Secondly, what's a 12-week window? 1 week window.
Yeah, 1 week. Yeah, 7 days.
Just so that we are clear on that. Yeah. With respect to Amrado, Artist of the Year entry, rightfully said, he deserves to be in that category. But the way the scheme works, what you do is you have a basket. They say, what's the entry requirements? You must have released a hit single, an EP or an album. And then you have your audience appeal and popularity. Now you have to basket. ABR 12, ABR 10, ABR 15. Then so once you have the numbers in the basket, then they begin to evaluate your artistry. Artistry goes beyond music. It includes, but then looks at all the other things. And they begin to evaluate that. Then they select top 6. And even though the person is qualified, by the time you are cut, you are qualified, but you just didn't make the cut. What's your say? That's all. That's what it means.
Explain the cut.
The cut means, so you have 12 people, we are supposed to select 6. It is you cut off at the 6th point, and some will make it and some will not make it. That's all.
Okay, so are you saying that per the regulation, the artist of the year must capture 6 people?
That is what the board decided.
Oh, no. That is what the board decided. Because we've had awards, 2012, 2020, when there was Guns and Ammunitions one. 20th edition.
Yeah.
19th edition. The artist of the year some of them went as far as eight.
True. Yes.
Some of them went as much as 8.
I understand, yeah.
Me find out say, okay, so maybe how can ya a Shiba Mikakra has to do with Sebia? The board considered other areas such as maybe other areas like performance. What I said, so be it. But the artist Amrado and Wasam Neyakan. I know. And within the year 2023, I'm not his manager, but I'm an industry person, stakeholder.
Yeah.
And I'm saying, sir, the year 2023, 24 per day. Sir, no me I mention, and no me I will boss we na. Say popularity, song, artistry, and everything. If we were able to reconsider him for Most Popular Song of the Year, there was nothing that would have stopped the board from pushing him to the Artist of the Year.
Yes, if we're using your rules. Unfortunately, no, we're not using your rules. The board is using their rules, and in the wisdom of the board, this is what they decided. So I understand you 100%.
Yeah.
And you could even be one of those people in the board who is probably still arguing. But at the end of the day, the board, they argue. Sometimes they make decisions. And when they make a decision, whatever comes out is what they stand by. So I clearly understand you. Unfortunately, there are rules. That is their decision. And so that is what we stand by. So you are not wrong, but unfortunately, just that your person you are rooting for didn't make it as per the board's opinion.
My member also now my one pet. Robert,
yes.
This is the 25th edition of
25th,
TGMA.
Yes.
Uncle Fred was mentioning about publicity. The last year, 2023, the 24th edition.
Yes, sir.
It took PAAA and the entire team, other stakeholders.
Add table of men, please.
Table of men.
Good.
To actually provide the needed sensitization. And San and Krofoko said there's going to be an award. In fact, it took some of the awards like artists like Blacko. It was the week of the awards, no? Kra and San and most of them were even sharing flyers, asking people to vote for them.
Maybe.
Yo. Maybe so say. Promotion, about issue with TGMA. You can't. We see you people are on Twitter. You people are here. You people are on Facebook. You people are.
Yeah. But what's a partner? Because we have not been able to reach it. So who can now the and this one can. So that it doesn't look like I said only this.
But the attorney said, I was scheme no. Yeah, the ma industry. Industry no. Yeah, sir. Artists bia chairman say the Benya nomination na. Who and popodianum fasodi ebe group epono no so no. Ebe push artists to the next level of the career. It's not just about giving the plaque to the artist. It's about what the artist will benefit from being even nominated. When people who have gone even to the embassy carrying their plaques as a testimony to their artistry in Ghana. So promotion is very essential when it comes to VGMA. What is exactly happening in the office? Where is it about Sabia? You people think, so, okay, mainstream media is not much more relevance, and therefore we should stick ourselves to. Because most popular song of a year, Yebetui. Majority of them, Obi wa Dokochua, only baby a TikTok crowd, only baby a Twitter. True. So the large mainstream media number you know, and then the Bama Nipano, to me, I may person now charge 25th edition. And now I would say, I'm catching a Ghana for you now. Say, Obi artist were Ghana, ha, that's one your nomination. And also, we need TGMA. And for so being partners, a musician or benefit as part of the career.
Okay. Apart from plaque.
Apart from plaque.
Okay, so
for so being partner,
it's a question we partner person beside. You could have gone straight to. Because because as I now will be some question about popularity, but you are now connecting it to benefits. And so let me answer popularity.
2 in 1.
Answer, don't worry. Yeah. I'm here for you, sir.
Yeah. I'm also sitting here because
I know. Even though you are not here because of me, but yeah. You are here because you have to be on the show.
Also because you are coming.
Robert.
So the first one, we don't use the same strategy for popularity or publicity in every region.
Okay.
The demographics for the cosmopolitan areas are different from Oko hinterlands now. So now we can jump on social media here and all of that. But at the end of the day, the traditional platforms, so we are also available on these platforms. We haven't stopped radio. So yeah, TV3 partners. I mean, look, constantly they are discussing, the platform and everything about it. And that's one of the biggest TV stations in this country, if not the biggest. You understand? It's a leading. I think so. Well, I'm even here right now, part of the Media General family, and we're having these conversations. And also, can be you people here without me would discuss here. That was also discussion. And it's been like that on multiple platforms. So traditional media, either TV, radio, newspaper, print, would they type TGMA? I have my Google search features. I have TGMA, I have Ghana Music Awards, I have VGMA, I have Music Awards, all of that. Every day, I can show you from Google the number of write-ups that are able to capture elements of the conversations that gives intel on what is happening. So these things happen, and then there were other hinterlands. I went to, what's the name? Tamale myself. I had sessions. I went to Kumasi. I had sessions. You understand? There are places we've been to this year. Now, all of this is, all I'm trying to say is that there are engagements going on, and we know what is happening elsewhere. If for any reason, we feel say, oh, okay, Charlie, they feel the vibe too much. Yeah, maybe I'll listen to you. Abiana, there are some shortfalls in some other corners. Yeah, obviously. I mean, why won't I listen? I'll listen and I'll add, because at the end of the day, the goal is to become better. You understand? So yes. So on that particular score, yeah, fine. Now, with respect to the benefits on the platform, anybody who does any work needs a pat on the back. Artists are egoistic. We need to feel their egos as well. Being nominated in a category and named as what? Top 6 or best in your country is a big deal. In addition to that, it adds to you. It's like CV. If you're a nominee, you are named as one of the best in the country. I feel so it brings you into the limelight. Artists need publicity. They need to be in the limelight. Ever since, and anybody can attest to this, prior to naming the nominees for this particular year, the moment we brought it out, the whole country began to discuss Ghana music and Ghana musicians. Why? Because we're discussing the artists who got nominated, why they got nominated, somebody should have been there. All this thing about Amrado, go and check that out. Even with that, it was huge publicity and conversation about him. And that is currency. And it goes on, and the benefits internationally and all of that,
Chairman,
for as long as the credibility exists. I'm getting the...
He's a communicator.
Yes, Onua Jimmy said at the end of the day, she wants to move to the next one. But I'm sure we can pick it offline. And say, let me listen to you, Pacho, Ohima, Tuaso.
Kaish Bremua.
Okay, Nana.
Also, Obio Habiano, and Danakumaso. One can be cracked.
I think they keep saying that this award is a popularity-based award. And they've drummed that down everybody's ears for so long. Popularity is the state or condition of being liked, admired, or supported by many people, or the favor of the general public, or of a particular group of people. Nana, that's the meaning of popularity. But in the last 3 years, almost on the voting party, which is not favoring that popularity thing they drum down. Now, they've changed it in such a way that now the board has 40%. The academy, which is radio presenters, TV presenters, some of us here are part, is 30%. And the general public, that they keep saying is popularity, has 30%. And I mean, they've given explanations over the years. But to me, I think the explanation doesn't mean that explanation of that popularity drumming.
If you listen, popularity is...
Because if you say something is popularity based,
should have like 60%.
Yeah, even give them back their 40. Because it's a popularity based awards, like you're saying. And fans know how to react to music. Last year, final show, no. Ubisa and Kofo say, what are your top 5 songs? We say, hey, a new way. That's how you test some kind of popularity before you even come to the figures of streaming and everything. I want to ask him again, why that change? Because that change came after after the DWEN. And the perception in town is that the church voted for Dinah. So that's why that changed. So I want to ask him again, why that change? That's my first question. And my second question, in the last 2 years or so, they've taken off Group of the Year. Church, no. We thrive on groups. In the last few months, and yet Team Eternity People, could be now Keepers Music. Your City Praise, City Praise. You have other groups. And like he said, every musician needs a part on the back. But we are not encouraging people to form groups. We keep taking Group of the Year and every year saying that there are no groups. This year there was a group, FRA. But it has been put a high life and that thing, and still Group of the Year is not there. Which, to me, I think is not favoring the group.
Yeah, and so you have two questions again.
I like the fact that he says to me. So
everybody has their own opinion.
Yeah, I can't be them saying to me, voting for president in Ghana. The constitution has made it say, won't do 8, I want to me vote. Meanwhile, if you're 17, you're still a Ghanaian. 16, we are Ghanaian. 15, we are Ghanaian, but you can't vote. Because what?
So
responding... is the constitution. So in other words, what I'm trying to say is that there's always a structure that the scheme uses to do what it does. For as long as you follow what the structure of the scheme says, you are right. For as long as you go out of it, it will not work, you are wrong. So,
the most popular way.
Let me come to the most popular.
Popularity.
The popularity element. What kind of come up? But you see, I remember when the song of the year, when we had Francis Gadam and what's the name? Watapa. That time it was full 100% voting, so that popularity will be determined by the people. At the end of the day, the person who won was Francis Gadam. Some of the industry backlash. One corner is bigger, one corner is bigger, one corner is bigger. Okay, but we left it for you to decide. Also say the popularity. So that is what he's asking for. When the board puts in some of these structures, it's because at the end of the day, they monitor everything that is going on. So that if at the end, if there are certain things that they need to put in place to ensure that you are still able to maintain the integrity of the scheme, then you can do that. The more intel you have, the more information you have, and he's understanding what I'm saying. Oh yeah, yeah. The more intel you have and the more information you have, you should be able to clearly tell who is ahead of somebody else. Because you know what? Sometimes the fans, they don't vote based on the science and data. They vote based on who they feel is the winner. Sometimes, exactly. You understand? So the structure was put in place to ensure that we maintain a good balance.
But sometimes they vote based on...
Yes, sometimes. For as long as sometimes exists, let's allow the sometimes that the board thinks would work to be able to work.
So is it true that it was vetted because of the Dinah win?
Oh no, you see, you said it, not me.
Oh, no, I'm asking you.
He's asking
that was the year after.
It was put in place because the board thought it was necessary to be able to manage the schemes.
They will think everything.
Yes, very, very, very important.
They will think everything.
So essentially that's what it is. So it's not necessarily because of that. It's been instituted to ensure that things are managed properly. That's it, really. You understand? So question one, and what's your question two?
Question two was why...
Group of the year, we've explained over and over again that the communique that came out did not say we have scrapped it. The communique said we are resting it until such a time that groups are available enough to be able to make that category competitive. So we ask...
So Professor Che said, Ghana groups enough to have like 6 groups.
So you see, it's not necessarily 6. Give me 10 groups that have done extremely well, that are competitive enough.
So then, are you not encouraging, say, Yebenya enough?
Oh no,
but we have this nomination or this category for groups.
Oh yeah, so you see,
because it's still music.
I get you, and we did concessions for a period of time before. So the reality is, you see, as per the rules of the scheme, I understand how you feel, but as per the rules of the scheme, you see, you being in the group category does not disenfranchise you at all from winning in any category. A group can win Artist of the Year. A group can win a category Artist of the Year. A group can win in whatever song. The only thing that they don't have is something that says they're I'm coming.
It's just like a rapper of the year.
Exactly.
If he wins the rap category, he's so excited.
I get you.
That even the winning Artist of the year.
So all I'm saying is that,
year,
so the group of the year, for us, if we have them, if you have the groups competitive,
Robert, we have them.
so I get what you're saying.
We
but
have a lot of it.
So please mention them.
Oh, I can
Oh, yeah, no.
I mentioned some.
Year
I
and
mentioned
no,
them.
and year under review, they performed well.
But
Popularity-wise, oh no, we are listening. I mean, if you can mention them,
But even in my submission, I mentioned the gospel groups.
you mentioned the gospel groups, yeah, but and they performed as compared to.
No, but you see,
I'm asking, don't see.
No, hold on.
Robert, that was
The
it.
reason why you're saying is even sure it's even a good reason for Fra. Their song, they feel the vibe. Is it a good reason that this year you can even say, okay, group of the year. Fra is the only group under the year under review who has done well. So Fra, take it. Some of these things he encourages the other groups. Oh, it's true.
So you're saying
encourages
that
encourages
so
the
you're
other
saying
groups.
that we should single out Fra only and then say
you can single them out.
Oh, okay. Idea.
If you believe,
no, don't worry.
hold on.
Your idea is well noted.
No, if you believe that
it's a nice
if
idea.
you believe that pay or this thing, it's only Fra that did well the year that review. And there's nothing stops
Yeah,
that
and I
the year that
understand you.
review.
So
give it to Fra.
So the idea is well noted.
Okay. Well, let's clap for Robert.
Yo, maybe you want to say something. Well, me not come percent many musicians no credit didn't come because I Robert.
It's the same thing, Robert. OBT around the bush and person Medina Adrian Basu. Because,
Bush be
yes, you're beating around, you're going round the circle, you're answering the question in a certain way. It's like you're throwing everybody off in a nice way. You're not dealing with the issue. You're trying to put your submissions are benefiting your entity alone. It's good, you're working. But you have to be open-minded. The way you take the issues, be like, oh, it's well received. You've heard. But it is not you who is making the rules. It's quite, you need to check that. But what I'm trying to come back to is the popularity. If something is based on popularity, it's based on popularity. There's no definition for it. Therefore, if it's based on popularity...
There's no definition for popularity.
No, there's what I'm trying to say. There's no any other definition apart from the definition of popularity. You can't go outside of the definition of popularity. So therefore, the scheme has to have a higher percentage for popularity than the... what you call
30%.
Even
30%.
you say it is based on popularity, so it should be 70-30. It is based on it.
You see, so if I say that is what you think, you now come back
No,
and
it's
say
not think.
I'm back to
No,
what you are saying.
It's not what I think.
No,
it's the
at
way.
this moment,
Hold
at this
on.
moment.
It's English, Nana Meba. It is English. You can't give the definition of popularity.
Yeah, but I can give you how I can arrive at popularity.
How?
I can.
How does your board be the ones who decide for the people, and then you tell us that it's based on popularity?
Okay, so there's metrics for evaluating everything. So again, you see, the way you're also asking, how does your board? No, the board has got its rules. And I keep saying, work with the rules.
You are still doing it.
I'm still doing.
You are cycling.
Okay.
What is popularity?
Okay. What is popularity?
Robert,
I'm asking you a question. You can't give us an English definition.
I want to. You see, I don't want to get. I want to listen to her.
It's too late for you to go back and change for now. But it's not too late for next time. Because I don't know what I'm a Ghana for. See, my understanding to popularity, they say, I don't know popular. And you know, I don't know ever chill. And I am popular. No, it is not for a group to decide what is popular and we choose
it's
for
performance.
And I'm a advice requested.
But let me ask you. My research. I said, 5.
25th.
Anna, research. We are only 5. Yeah, research. Can the 5 of us be able to tell whether a song is popular as compared to 50 people who haven't done research? Whose information will you take?
Oh, say, bro.
No, I'm just asking.
Brofono near the cow say. We can't say artist of the year. We'll go and look for the artists who have done this and that. But the moment you say popularity, the most popular song. There is no research.
They be research.
Wait,
No.
Meba.
Why do you research a popular thing?
Oh, you research. You know why?
You can do the research, but I can give wait.
Let me, and I'll explain to you. You research. Because you see, for as long as you are comparing more than one.
Robert.
Nipa no onya $500 squatter, but that didn't on an better picture. No, but no, I hit 1,000.
Good. But when you say
that is the popular, that's the popularity.
But when you say Nana Brown, and then you now say somebody else, and you're asking which one of them, then it means that you need to have basis for saying the person is more popular than, or Nanama is more popular. That's all I'm saying. Because we have multiple people. So what I'm saying is this. There are regions that I have gone to.
Nana.
And from a
Nana, see, my award scheme, our award scheme. Wait. Golden.
Only a short time.
Yeah, you.
We never tell Remember,
In the film industry, the award schemes, we have film awards that call themselves for popularity-based award and other performance-based award. Now, Golden Movie Awards was a performance-based award, so we had nothing to do with the public. It's only our board who decided who the winner is because they are giving it to you based on your performance technicalities, Nyoma Bebre, and the public cannot decide that. We had only one category for popular, the most popular actress. That one, or they vote it anyhow. They don't look at technicality. Just because if they love Nanama, it's Nanama. Whether Nanama can act or not, they'll vote for the person. That is the popularity base. So we called our award scheme a performance-based award. And therefore, it was basically analyzed only by the board. And that is what I mean. So if you call your scheme a popularity-based award, it should be different from ours. It means that yours is based on public opinion. And therefore, the public must have more power than your board. Simple.
what you are saying?
But it's not the same. Yeah, but they are not the same. See, and I would explain. And you see, it's very simple.
Maybe George, maybe. What I'm saying, George. Robert, say a casa be a popular Jew with them patrol and yet it is your near Kawaza. A casa be as popular and you're near popular as an artist. Say now who know.
Say a popular, I feel like well, it's well known as in Obianim.
Yes,
yeah.
It is inti. Say you me a popular and Korean United. To be. It is a wonyum. Aye, sir, and as when you made do son and Korean to be na kase. Public no move to me a vote amount. I was 30%. Say now feel is it still most popular? A schema, but Omunyama Omo Kabadefie. Omuyama, no mama one category say. Way here for the public. The most popular. I feel like with your suggestion to next year,
yes, but I think it's important for me to explain for them to understand.
Okay.
See, if I ask Mr. Drew and I'll say, if a song is popular, yes, it's mentioned big. Okay, fine. It means a lot of people have heard it. But then you have to use
a popular song, so you
good,
can use...
Good. Now you go into the metrics. How do you evaluate if this song is popular?
Then
they'll now tell you
what
that
are the metrics? You go to the streets.
No, please don't relax. This is my field. Let me speak
Which
about
field?
it. Let me speak about it. Now you take elements like radio stations. Among charts, it's an indication. This man here has got charts. Now he has every week he does top 10, right?
Yeah.
Good. It's an indication of popularity. So that is one. You go to streaming platforms. You go, Obi what 10 streams. Obi what 500 streams. It's an indication of what? Popularity. Okay? Then you go to TV. You check the charts. Then you now do your deep stick search in various regions.
Say the lipstick.
Deep stick. Yes. Then you get information about, the kids are singing here. Okay, that kind of stuff. Sharp. Now you put all of these things together and go like, wow, this song must be very popular. So if you've done this research, that is what I was saying. If you've done this research, you can tell. Say song A and song B, you're popular, sing another song. Do you understand what I'm saying?
On this note,
now the challenge... No, say it.
Mona moya dear, and the wire research, no, who said?
Yes.
Case. The Obakavia is a popular. Who call SoundCloud, no, a daho, 30 million views. And the one who said, a chairman, Sanyum, so no. Oba Spotify, and also view. Uko TV and your view. Into what research, no, when you're 6, 8. way popular. But the decision should be for the public.
Yes. If so the decision being for the public.
And they make a money.
Yeah, don't worry. So the decision making is a 3-tier decision. The board has got a part at 40%. Don't worry.
Public.
At the end of the day, there is 60% that the board doesn't have.
Okay.
That 60% is shared amongst industry members at Omuye Academy. And then we have the general public. You understand? Also taking 30%. So the board has 40. 60% doesn't sit with the board. It sits outside of the power of the board. 30 is for the academy and 30 is for the general public. That's it. So
this is my question, Council. The idea is that the idea you're putting in academy is because you want to put radio presenters who have the charts, who have the streaming numbers, who have followed the song, who have done the research you're talking about. Yeah. You've given them 30%.
All those people should be 30%.
All these people. And the board, who you believe have also done the research.
All of them should be 30.
And that board that you believe have also done the research, in addition to the radio presenters that you believe have expertise, play the song, have the research, together has 70.
Yeah.
So where's the public?
So where's the public? 30.
And
the public is 30.
And that's what we are saying.
And what I'm saying that the matrix is important. What he's saying is very important.
We are saying that
all of them should have less.
Even the public had 40. And the board and even the academy had 30, which together was 60. And the public was doing his vote based on the public's popularity. Then that research element you are talking about is still not out too. But when you see...
It's still not out like how?
It's not... Because when you research, the board will vote based on the research. The academy will still vote based on their research.
Yeah.
So that 60% is still research. But that popularity base, that 40%, still give it to the listeners of the music.
Oh, okay.
So that they will decide.
So listen, so you are saying that for you, popularity means that the voting should be based on the number of people.
No, he's saying that in Kabod, no, Monfa 30. Now academy no for 30.
Because the two of them is based on research now.
Oh, so
the two of them is based on the research now.
So at the end of the day, really, it doesn't. You see, it's just the decision of the board that at the end of the day they should have the biggest. It doesn't mean that they are still not going to determine who is popular. The end goal is still to determine who is popular.
Yeah, so but give the 40 to the general public.
So that shouldn't be an issue.
That's what you're saying.
No, it shouldn't be an issue because at the end of the day, it doesn't mean that the system is wrong or the system is not doing well.
No.
It just simply means the system is correct. It's just the percentage.
And I'm saying that it's a matter of options, choice. The board feels that it is more.
No, it's not choice. It's per your definition.
Exactly.
That you are a popularity-based award scheme.
Yes, in terms of who the outcome is going to be.
Maybe. Well, no, I'm
you understand?
Never can be a bit defending.
Oh, they're a bit.
The majors are right, but they have to.
Chambers are now person can be beach level. It's a more come cry any you. I'm
hearing everything about popularity based and everything, and the fact about popularity. For example, when we use the song as an example, you feel the vibe. I felt like I was abused by that song because I don't want to hear the song, but me no. And equally, boy, sorry. Ubeko, say Gold Coast, boy, and sorry. Gold Coast on would say church or more. You're hearing the song everywhere, but it's not the most popular song category.
Because there's a matrix and a group of people who are matrix.
So, like, I want to understand it because. For me, I feel like that was the most popular song, in my opinion. But then I'm not seeing it in the category. I just want to ask, okay.
So it's the truth is.
Case any nomination.
Yeah,
I
mean, nobody can contest that. Most popular song.
It's the most popular song.
Do the only I told you.
It's the Kanokia Kama because
it's good.
Yen say rap no. Obia nim to Ghana ha.
It's still popular.
Lyrics no obia nim to enwuma ankwada kra to enia. Nti why imagine say nka public no 70% ya. And ye to aba no a. Nke betumi akwa
Straight.
Because they say 30% no. Ye to na unya kakra na omuso ama okase a. Na radio for so ama okase a. Most popular no. Yenim say one of the popular songs, but we wanna Amedu side.
But there are so many songs in there.
Okay.
At the end of the day, somebody has to win.
And that's my account. You can't say Obi a win you.
No, you're artist. I was so diplomatic.
Obi be win, but maybe because you can say you can say mo say public no mum. Enya upper hand on that category.
And very true. And then I think that what Jatumu said, fine, it's an option or opinion-based thing. Say maybe like boss say 40%, public niya 40 na. Nanya 30-30. I also think it should come actually, back to that.
I'll ask you. I'll also mention something to you. Young father say, a big artist, fan base, 10 million.
As in any brain, no man in growth.
Good, Mr. Drew, maybe upcoming artist. Into the fan base, just 2 million.
But have a popular
and
song.
then he has a huge song, and he is in the same category with that big act.
It's what
will happen. What will happen is that yes, but what it will mean is that when the other person is commanding, even though that person's song may be smaller than Mr. Drew's song, because it's got a 10 million fan base, we just command them and he'll be able to get it.
Or it's business. There's business aspect of it. It's not tells you for them popular song and they get money there. So business wise, and I'm saying why nominate to Obi? Now go 2 million votes for them. Over here, no the man. Look, because Obi on nomination, what can say? So I want to nominate to a privilege. So a privilege, the next one is go for business. So the business is there. On the 25th anniversary, no your business. New company about my phone telling.
But
excuse me, please let me finish.
No, I didn't finish before you interjected. I didn't finish.
From Telesel. You could tell you thought you credit to more. Let them make money from us to support the scheme. That's all.
Good. Okay, but let me now finish what I was trying to say.
Before you finish,
no. Let me just finish. I want to read the definition.
Chairman.
Okay, all right.
Okay. So what I'm saying is, if a certain Mr. Drew, upcoming artist, has got 2 million following, and his song is bigger, and there is another person in that same category, and the person is a bigger act, 10 million following, and you now say that vote, there is a tendency and there's a possibility that the bigger artist, because he's got 10 million following, will be able to get the people to vote. And then at the end of the day, because the weight is more for the public, they will now have the upper hand.
That person will be there.
That is why I'm saying, the research now, it's also able to help us in determining who is popular, independent of. You understand? So to eliminate some of these that's why we have these structures.
So simply just make the award a popularity and performance based.
Oh, those are names. I'm talking about the metrics. So that you understand what I'm saying?
Control.
Exactly.
When do we interview you? Because yes, stop you crying. How dare your mouth?
Abuse. But
that last explanation of Mickey, me and Thomas.
I fall flat
because
but she understood.
No,
please. Okay, now she understood.
Let me finish. So Mr. Drew, 2 million fans.
Yes.
Now Chairman's 10 million fans.
Good.
Now we're 40% now. Now Chairman's 10 million fans need vote. Now Mr. Drew 2 million fans need vote. The 60%. That's the 30 for the academy, the radio presenters and TV presenters, and the 30 for the board.
It will determine the
research.
truth.
They have to get it right and correct it. So if
they have to get what right?
You have to get your research right. If you claim,
if
you claim
our
that
research,
Drew,
our research will show.
Let me if you claim that Drew's
is a big artist
and everything and big artist, the research should speak.
Yes,
and they should get higher numbers not only at the academy but at the board. Sorry, not only at the board but at the academy. That means that one of the streams, maybe probably the academy, we should look at how they are voting. Maybe is it based on research or based on whatever. So if that 2 streams, based on your research, like you are saying, they vote based on research, are not correcting that popular voting, then one of the streams are not doing their work right. Because that 40% shouldn't turn it. That 40% should, that 60% should correct it. And that a high base this thing will not make that
No,
influence.
this one will rather correct it. The change will correct it.
Okay,
we can take this one. We can take this.
Take it on.
Okay. Chairman Kasabi na fe yenko.
Say was so kakra. One man come am Kasabi. Nana, the Telecel most popular song of the year is a song adjudged by the Academy, board and general public as the most popular song released in the year under review. The song must have enjoyed a lot of patronage and generated the most excitement during the year under review.
Yenye ntama na nema bebre o.
Masami na me this ni say adena mo say popular. Ah mo jama say Ghana for mundi side there na popular no. Mo a mo tie achi no. Mo say mo kita mo fa 40% of power. E dey kita mo say yen dey tell me kra dey o popular we a. More power of 40% to determine say their public no e decide here no e correct and answer correct. Sana 72. If therefore that's the case, then nobody can even win the most popular song in this town.
Nobody.
Genuinely,
Me to use genuinely. Me to use genuinely. Risky to use genuinely, baby. I'm it no. Use genuinely. That's but risky. For example, even with the artist
risky. Why risky?
Even with the artist of the year, look at the voting pattern. The board has, I think, 40%. Academy has 30%, 70%, and a public in what 30%. Until the whole Ghana you good them high. Opa, on your show time for ina. Ye ina you vote to say Mr. Drew.
Most popular
song. Winnie this year artist of the year.
About clock 30%.
About ye vote ni na 30. One board no, 40. And academy 30, 70.
Yeah.
Now, Nana Bisa won't say a bad day and 70%. It may overtake 30%.
So it's not popular.
Even if we the board, even if Ghana for now decide to say, you per se about 30%, man, Mr. Drew Winnie. There's no way as a board, no, and no academy 70%, no.
Unless they agree.
So I don't know, as I say, I share the future. Say now, no, it is no longer public. It's not a popularity-based award scheme.
Yeah.
Because some people are controlling the thing.
Exactly.
And directing the car to how they want the car to be driven.
Two things.
I don't know, creative problems. No?
Two things. When we say popularity, voting is not the only element to determine that it's popularity. You're talking about popularity in terms of what the artist has achieved. As a mono, you have just rounded it up to the fact that the public is not voting, like the numbers are not coming from there, then it means that it's not popular. No, it is still popularity based because we are looking at popularity. If we are checking your streams, we are checking the streets, and we are checking the airplays, we are still determining how popular you are.
You are correct.
You understand? So the only aspect we don't agree on
but have less percentage.
That's the other part is this. Don't assume, say, the board, when they sit down, everybody votes for one person. So it means that the 40%, you will have 20% for somebody, 15% for it's shared.
That board, what do I say?
That one put that one aside.
It's
put that one aside. Put that one aside.
Anyway,
no, you asked the question. Allow me to explain.
30 million, you 30%.
Allow me to
explain. But Momo about 12, more 70%.
Only 70%. The board has got 40%.
And Robert,
he shouldn't look, he represents other award schemes, so he shouldn't misrepresent us.
Yeah, I'm not representing you.
Don't say 70%.
It's 40, 30.
Yeah, it is important for you to say the truth.
Yeah.
Or the right thing.
I know.
Because otherwise, then you are doing what you shouldn't do.
I understand. Yeah, thumbs up.
Good.
Otherwise, so, Olympus. Why explain here we are? Because before we did, Umanya come my junior to be to Mrs. And at this moment, so next week, I award near day. So this conversation is for the future. What I say.